I'm not blaming these sisters. I know what's going on. I spent 34
do you
years
know?
in
Do you know
Nigeria
the
before I
other people that are
left.
doing this too, brother? You know, the passport bros are also doing this.
I know, but
Yeah, they all
even
are poor,
though them,
brother. We can't excuse
the
any one of
part
them.
is true though, but the
The
passport
passport bros in
bros,
Kenya,
Where do they go?
all the
They always
brothers
go to
out there,
Kenya, man.
yeah,
all the
it's
brothers out there in
because
Kenya that are doing
it's
this right
because
here.
Basketball
the last
bros
time I
love
went
Kenya.
to the last time I went to Kenya though, compared to West Africa, the way they tolerate these people over there is mind blowing.
Especially white people when they come to the airport.
Even the Pan African dude that be talking smack about African Americans. What's his name? The old man. The old man that always debates with African Americans.
I know what you're talking. I don't
forgot
like
his
him. I
Kanu. Is his name Kanu?
I know what you're talking about.
Frank Zuma.
Yeah, Frank talks about Kenya too because he's experienced in Kenya. He was like, man, he couldn't believe it how much they love the white teeth.
We don't need to love them. We alone, we enough for ourselves. We come in different shapes.
We love our women. We love our women. It's just they don't have enough opportunities, which is a problem. Like I see them on TikTok all the time, trying to get bread on TikTok, and they're probably doing other things as well. They're probably doing other things. They play all the matches all the time. They're probably doing other things as well. So there's a problem with
some is even disgusting.
Okay, so the root cause of the problem is corruption. Let's talk about it. It's corruption. People embezzling money for themselves. Yeah, they're embezzling money for themselves, flying to Paris, flying to all these other countries, and they're not taking care of the people.
Do you know what they do to them in Qatar? Do you know what they do to them in Dubai? They do a lot of stuff just to diminish them and pay them. You know, they'll bring them
Wait.
Okay, I will say that. Let me say that to you guys. I know about this.
We know. Use better words. Yeah. We know what you're talking about.
Doesn't matter what you
okay, my brother.
Come on, man.
The last time I went to Nigeria, right? So this lady, I saw this lady, you know.
Hey guys. We have women in the audience.
Okay.
Just be mindful. Just be mindful.
Okay.
We're not in a locker room talking to ourselves.
Exactly.
The problem is the locker room. The existence of the locker room is the problem.
I'm sorry, my people. You know,
I'm just saying. You know, so they understand what I'm talking about.
It's just the way the situation goes. You know, we need to present ourselves more. But these people, they need us. We're the life of the party. They need us among them. No matter how they treat us, they can't survive without us. But we should present ourselves well though, because I don't like it. Like, you look at the man, he's even ugly. It's not even good looking like that. Look at him like,
man, you know what I mean?
Bro, I swear to God.
Did you guys see the video?
You know?
Yeah, I saw.
Did you see
what video? What video?
Rashad, hold on. What video?
I watch a lot, bro. I saw a lot. I watch a lot. I won't lie.
Hold on, let me hear from Rashad. Hold on, kid. Rashad, what video?
It was just, it's disgusting, bro. He would go, the one in Kenya, he would just go to a girl and say, come with me, come home with me. And she would just go. It was just so sad that, and not one, not two, not three, not five, not seven, more than that.
We saw one.
We saw that.
He didn't even ask for the number.
Yeah. In Kenya, all he had to do was
he just went to the church.
Okay. Now, Rashad
went to the church. Yo,
let me ask you a question real quick.
Hey, he even got a mama too with a kid.
Oh, yes. Let me ask you this question now. Rashad.
Okay.
With the kid?
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me ask the question.
Over there, look for woman anymore.
Can you just?
Y'all can't have that place.
Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Let them talk.
Rashad, I'm gonna ask you a question. Yeah. Did you hear about the incident in the Afghan winners, the country? You know that? Senegal.
Yeah.
Yeah, but did you hear about the incident over there?
No, what happened?
There you go.
Time, shit.
So it's not being. Tayo, it's not being pushed.
Hold on.
I said it.
It's not about the bear. If it's about the bear, it would be pushed. It's about the croissant.
I kind of
Ty, you talking about what happened to the brothers in Morocco, the Senegalese brothers in Morocco?
No, not that one. That's a new one.
Okay.
And it's bad.
Yeah.
Snap.
What else? It's very bad.
Wait today. Rashad, go Google it. Go Google it right now, Rashad. Google Senegal.
He doesn't. Pan, I sent it to you though.
I know. I just searched for it on Google too. I'm gonna look it up after this. But look up Senegal Smex ring. and then come
And
back.
young boys. Yeah, you have to put young boys in.
Yeah, with the French guy.
I bet
French
you if
guy.
it was about the bear.
Oh yeah, so you know about
Yeah,
it.
I think you got.
Yeah, I know about it.
So which one went more viral?
About the bear. Anytime you're talking about the bear, they don't like
Which
the
one
bear.
went more viral? I don't know, man. I heard about the Russian guy on YouTube.
Right.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
And
Even YouTube is
I heard
pushing it.
about.
Eh.
Yeah. But let me say something, man. It's sad because, me as a Westerner and that's over here on the continent, bro, I've seen it. And it's sad. I mean,
with the white tees or just with foreigners in
Why do you
general?
keep saying white tea, pan? They do with us.
No, I'm asking him. I want to make sure what he sees. I want to make sure what he sees. Is it with white tees?
I've seen it both ways. Like I remember when I first landed in Abuja. This was like, and I was going to my hotel, and this 15-year-old girl, man, she was like, "Do you want company?" And I was like, "What?" And I was like, "How old are you?" She said 15. So I had my driver take her straight to her house, and it kind of hurt my feelings that she was 15, brother. So, she was hanging out at the hotel where foreigners are. Of course, I came in as a foreigner. So
Hilton.
Then, no. I was at and what's say too bang. Oh my gosh, I forgot. It started with a B. The bang.
Okay.
I forgot the name of the hotel. Anyway, it wasn't too far from the Central Mosque. So, and then you go to Ghana. You just go all over, fam. And when they, I'm seeing these what you call it? These Lebanese guys, Chinese guys. And it hurt my feelings just to see it, man. It really do. Just to see how easy it is. I mean, these girls will see a guy and they just, they get wide eyed. Even me with my American accent, they think American. So some guys do take advantage of that while they're over here on the continent. And it's just sad, bro. It really is, because I know if the economy was better over here, the sisters wouldn't fall for that BS. I know they won't.
Exactly.
They wouldn't.
Exactly.
And some of these idiots, these fools, they take advantage of that shit, man. And I'm totally against it, bro. Totally.
That's a form of exploitation. That's a form of exploitation.
It is. That's what it is. That's what it is.
And also, there are a few things I wanted to say. So good morning. I hope you're all well.
Good morning. Good morning. Welcome.
Thank you. So one of the things that I wanted to say, that obviously we also only see what the person wants us to see. We also need to be mindful of the idea that there might be many more women that have rejected him, but we don't know because he only puts out what we want to see, right? And then, yes, there's the aspect of exploitation, okay, that I've not heard so much on, especially Ghana TikTok. Okay, it's mainly about, our women are cheap. It hurt my soul. And one of the things that I wanted to say is we need, after getting out of my feelings and not being so triggered by all of this, it's okay, what is the way forward? And the way forward is that we use that as a wake-up call, okay? Like a sister said, we use that as a wake-up call. On the one hand, we need our men to actually, to actually protect us when these things happen, okay? At the end of the day, why can he do this? Record us, yeah? Your sisters, your brothers, your sisters, your aunties, your mothers, your whatever. Where is the pride of the African man as well? So I'm just saying, we do need your protection. So please do, yeah? So moving forward, also holding our sisters to account, okay? White doesn't mean right, okay? The white man is not God.
Thank you.
The white woman is not God. We need to decolonize our minds. Okay, we really need to get a grip with this. Understanding that and also empowering our women, empowering our young boys, empowering our young girls, that they're not even in this position. Because like when you are empowered, can somebody just come to you, and say, oh, come with me? You know, we know what's going to happen to me if somebody came to me and said that. Yeah. So if you are empowered, if you are in a position of power, you wouldn't do that. But if you're exploited, I mean, what do you expect? So yes, we like, moving forward, I would say, yes, we all have our role to play so that these things do not happen again, or they will happen, but, you know, that there will be an end at some moment in time. And one, decolonize our minds, help people understand why this is wrong, you know, not from a place of condemnation. Yeah, but because that's what we hear. We've been condemned. Women, African women are this, Black women are this, Ghanaian women are this. When they're in a position of, you know, like they're not in a position of power. So how do we get there? Or despite not being in a position of power, how can we make sure that irrespective of their position, that they don't fall for the okie cookie? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so you know, I understand. You know, poverty. We're in poor countries. Like they see this as an out of their situation, and it's also the audacity for me. You understand? It's like you have the audacity to record all of this, and the painful thing for me was you have the audacity to record it. Yeah, your foolishness, and then that our men, instead of jumping into protective mode, some of our men, before you come for me, but jumped into condemnation mode. Okay, that is my issue. So that's my appeal also to the African man, to the Black man. We need your protection. So please do so. Yeah, thank you.
But this guy is spreading.
We're shocked.
This guy is spreading HIV.
Rashad, please, just give me 2 minutes. My sister, we were shocked about what happened. That's what the problem comes from. The first thing is we should emancipate ourselves from mental slavery. All our TV station, our movies, we should stop glorifying these people. We should turn the tone down in everything we do over there on the continent. Like whatsoever we do, we should turn the tone down. We shouldn't make these people reminding the history and everything, and people glorifying them, their music, their stuff. We got our own stuff. We should tone it down. We should put stuff down in our own way too. We learn in their language, we speak their language, we even communicate in their language. Our local dialect doesn't mean nothing to us. From there, we disrespect ourselves already. And our leaders dress in their attire. You know, you can see the Ghana president is trying to promote their culture about what happened between them and the Zimbabwe people, the Fuguwe. So that's what we need. We should first emancipate ourselves from mental slavery, look into our own culture and our own dynamics. And the main thing is we should train our children from younger age. All these movies they're showing, all this propaganda stuff from the cartoons and stuff they show to us, they're still showing since the 90s. They're still showing the same cartoons since 80s and 90s in Africa. So all these cartoons, they put stuff in there to make them look superior. They'll put the balls in the white structure, the other one in the dark stuff. You know, we should first emancipate ourselves. This is disgrace to us being as human beings. It is because they feel they can do it. That's why it came down to Africa and he did it. So it just shocked us. It's not like you can't protect our women. I'm sorry, Rashad, for disturbing you. Sorry.
No, it's okay, brother.
Yeah.
The most important thing. I'm sorry. Go ahead, sis.
Sorry, like I will let you talk now.
No, you were gonna reply to him. So go ahead, please.
I forgot now what I wanted to say. So just do it, and then I will remember what I wanted to say. Sorry.
Okay. See, people, there's a man. He's spreading HIV. Okay, we don't even know.
Rashad, hold on. There's no proof or sources now that states that he was spreading HIV.
Okay.
But there is proof in the AFCON.
Let me say this.
But in the Senegal one, that's proven that one.
Okay.
Nobody's talking about that.
But Ty, there's other people. I remember this Asian guy was in Ghana. I think Ghana or Nigeria. Nigeria. He was spreading HIV.
I don't know. I need to go look it up. I need to go look it up then.
Brother, these people come down here from Europe and Asia, and they don't care. And we don't know if they're agents or what, and just, trying to eliminate our people over here. So we have to really, it's so deep. And what? I'm going to.
Rashad, sorry to cut you short though.
Yeah.
I don't, you see what I disagree with about this news in itself is that we're making it a thing that because it's Russian or the guys we're making it a Russian because I'm going somewhere.
Please say bear. We have to censor ourselves, please.
Yeah. Okay. So we're making a thing about race or where your country you're from. You're probably a different race than us. We black men do this shit all the time. This is regular stuff. This is regular stuff.
What's that?
I never done that though.
Hold on.
Okay.
Go to other African countries as a passport, bro, and have multiple women.
So let me say this. Let me say this. In the lines that Rashad was saying, Rashad.
Is Rashad over there?
Yes.
Rashad, is the news along the lines with the HI or V? Is it making you feel a type of way in Africa?
Man, let me say something, okay? That's very. See, I don't want to say a lot on these panels, but you guys got to understand, man. That's one way that a certain government planted that to get rid of the indigenous people of Africa, the Africans. You understand?
Right, but I'm saying psychologically to you personally, to you, just in your head, is it messing with you? The fact that you read this news and you know that this man went around and did it over 400 times, so you don't see.
It pisses me off. He should be on the live on the spot. Yeah, it pisses me off definitely to spread something like that to our people over here.
But maybe you're not the best example. But is it gonna make you deter from wanting to talk to the girls in those countries? Or no?
No. My thing is,
cool.
I'm not wild like that. I have discipline. So no, I don't. Yeah, I'm cool. If you that easy, I don't want nothing easy like that, fam. You understand? Right. So I'm not on that level.
But that's my angle. Yeah. That's my angle. That's what I think they are trying to do, because in my opinion, Kenya and Ghana are the most traveled countries by African Americans.
Could it also be that they're targeting the bear?
Let me just go.
True too.
Yeah,
using the bear using the bear as the victim.
Rashad, you might want to know this, bro. It could easily be a way for the ego to slander and sabotage the progress between the bear and African nations, because they recently had been saying, oh yeah, the bear is dominating Africa. The bear is sheltering African nations. And we know the croissant, that evil nation.
The people that eat croissants a lot.
Yeah. That oppressed Ibrahim Traore.
I don't think that's the case at all. I don't think that's the case. I got my reason why I don't think that's the case.
It might be.
No, bro.
It's deeper than that, fam. Listen,
don't make assumption.
It's not a bear.
No, it's not an assumption.
It is, man, because you don't know the facts.
It's just that.
No.
You're misunderstanding what I'm saying.
When our people listen, I'm gonna tell you what I see, and this is straight from the heart, and it hurts. When our sisters see these light-skinned, these white tea guys or these Arab guys, they go bananas over them. You understand? And it's like, bruh, I've seen it. I mean, when I say I've seen it because, mind you, I'm still a foreigner, in certain places. So these guys, they talk to me also, and they telling me these things like I'm supposed to be impressed, and I'm not. You understand? So it's up to us. It's up to the men really to protect the women over here. But a lot of the men, they don't protect the women like that. They think it's cool to hang out with white T-boys and take him out and find him a girl. I've seen it. And Tayo, you know what I'm talking about. I mean,
that's what I wanted to say.
Fam, I partied in Port Harcourt.
But Rashad, though.
Bayelsa.
But Rashad, though.
I partied all over this joint.
Rashad, you see where I'm gonna disagree with you though. It's not like it's a foreigner. It can be. It happens with black people too.
Yeah. Asian. Yeah, that's true. Tyler.
It happens with black.
That's true. But
let me.
You don't see that many of us over here.
Hold on, though.
You don't see that many of us over here.
Rashad, now I'm gonna narrow it down to you though. This happens when we as black people go from here to Mexico or DR. It's the same damn thing.
Yeah.
What is the problem? Look at what is the problem between both sides? It's the same problem of women. Women be in poverty. They're not.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, the systems are not taking care of the women in this continent.
Yeah, it's not the man.
It's not an African thing.
It's the system. It's the system. It's the government.
System. If we go to DR now, we go to Trinidad now. If we go to Jamaica now, if we go to Mexico. We know what's going on over there.
Colombia and DR.
Yeah.
Speaking of, hold on, let me say this.
What y'all talking about?
Speaking of the system,
But
The system did not take care of women.
let me give shout out and
Why can't
respect
you
to
go to
Rwanda.
Kano?
In Rwanda,
Tayo, why can't you go to Kano and
you
do
go
that,
to
Tayo?
prison.
No,
if you
they got
sleep with a
Islamic
woman
discipline.
that's
over
married.
there.
Y'all know that?
Stop. The dude that's
You know
talking.
what? People,
Hold on. Listen,
Yes, go ahead.
listen to what I
Oh
just
my
said,
God,
Tayo.
man! Y'all
Listen
gotta
to me,
know
right?
this, man. Speaking of the system,
One at a time, guys. One at a time, guys.
Why can't you go?
Whoever wants to go, but one at a time.
Okay, why can't you go to Kano or Katsina, Tayo, and do that? Tayo.
No, it's not
oh,
possible.
you can't do
Because
that.
they got
can you?
Sharia law over there.
Yeah, they got Sharia law.
Why exactly?
Yeah, bro.
You feel me?
Tayo,
They
you
go
crazy, man.
cut off your hands over there.
You crazy.
Hey,
They got the
hey.
Sharia law.
Easy.
They don't play. They
should
don't
do the
play over
same
there.
But
So them-
women don't want to live under Sharia law, right? You know that, right?
You said that Sharia law ain't playing over there.
Yo,
Bro,
those motherfuckers, they
let
don't
me
play
tell
over
you.
there. Shit.
No, those Lebanese cannot go up north to Kano or Katsina or any of those areas and pull a girl like that.
Nah, they
Well,
cannot.
you know
won't even
what,
make it out
though?
alive.
Hey, but
You know
look,
what? Boy, you
speaking
know
of
what,
the
though?
system,
No, let me.
It happens too there, though.
Yeah. Let me, Rashad. Let me tell you something. though.
Undercover.
Yeah, that is where you see the most DL
yeah.
down low brothers and in the northern part of Nigeria. Down low, man.
Make it up.
Yeah, down low. That's what they do over there.
How you know all this information, man?
I'm Nigerian. What the fuck are you talking about? Come on, what you talking about? I know all of this. I'm not a young man.
He think it's funny, but you're
Yeah,
obscuring
I
the
know.
truth.
Only talk
obscuring
about
the truth.
that,
The truth.
You know what I mean?
But
Yeah, that's what they do over there. They
That's
don't
in-
even
that's
like.
in
They don't like
Abuja.
women over there like that. Shit.
hey, let me say something about. Let me say something
don't.
about the system in Rwanda, y'all. In Rwanda, if you sleep with a married woman, you are going to prison. If a woman accuses you of a rape or sexual assault,
Grape.
rape, grape.
F1 on this.
If a woman accuses you of a rape in Rwanda, without investigation, the police is coming and arresting you, and they will do investigation while you're in jail. It's the most strictest when it comes to women empowerment in Rwanda. You can fact check all this information. It's insane. It's a good thing in a way. Yeah, man. It's wild. They're quick
Do I
to
see
put
the
you in
whole
jail.
thing, right? Do I see the whole thing?
The women are protected in Rwanda.
Yeah.
May one of the women on the panel speak, please? Me.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna say this. We also have to take into consideration the political climate or the background of Kenya, right? And of a lot of African states in general, right? So I'm looking, I could be wrong, but there's no electoral quota for women when it comes to their parliament, right? But then you have some states, some countries, big up Tanzania, where they have to have at minimum 30% of the seats go to women. Right now, it's 37% filled with women. This is required, since independence. So how many countries in Africa are giving women that much power politically? This is one of the...
Namibia, Tanzania, Rwanda.
Yeah, it's
Rwanda.
only
Those are the ones.
three.
Those are the ones I know.
Sierra Leone.
Actually, women get more power.
I don't know about Sierra Leone. I don't know about Sierra Leone.
Yeah, Sierra
Okay.
Leone too.
And so if we understand how patriarchy works, like I said in the comments, right? Generally, the structure that we live in, okay, the white supremacist patriarchy that we live in, right? The richest man gets the access to women. That's just how that works. So when you're saying like, it's this man, you're correct. It's any type of man because he has wealth, and that wealth gives him access, which is why even within a country, intra-ethnically, intra-racially, if a man has money, he can have as many women as he wants. Okay? He can have 10, 15, 20, as many as he's paying for. That's as many as he's going to get if that's what he's into. So this system, it rewards that type of behavior. Okay, it's very hierarchical, and we have to analyze that, because if it wasn't a foreigner, even if you shut down the borders, which I do think that there should be stricter control over, European access, but the reality is, how many of us have internalized that mindset already? If there's no foreigners, how many African men who have money are going to do the same thing? You've seen, who had that scandal? I don't remember. It was some guy in West Africa, some politician, who he was out there sleeping with everybody, allegedly. I remember hearing about that. Yes.
Africa is wild.
So it's like, and it's not just them. We see the files. You see how rich people get down globally, okay? Whether they're European, whether they're from over there in, we're going to call it the Eagle, whether they're from, I don't know, I'm not trying to be funny, the Camel Zone. It doesn't matter. Like, they have money, and the amount of wealth that they have, it allows them to exercise a great deal of debauchery. They buy everyone. Like, they have no limits. So I just want us to understand that point.
Okay, if I may say something.
So it's up to our sister.
If I may say something, what she says is right. I don't make it right. But why can we talk about this guy for now without bringing African men into it? You know what I mean? Let's talk about this issue now when we want to talk about African men.
It should be a contract on his head. Is he still in Africa?
But you see where I'm going to bring
his head.
Hold on. You see where I'm going to bring African men into this? We don't have systems in itself that protect the women. So now, hold on. Please. So the problem in itself is actually, for me, it's primarily the fact that it's recording is the audacity that it believes that it can record and not be charged or not be sent to prison.
That's the disrespect.
So that's the problem in itself. Y'all too tuned into the fact that he had the woman going to the come on, that's regular shit.
No,
the problem in itself, the problem in itself that we African men don't have a system that if a foreigner comes in, he be scared that if I record this, the African men are gonna catch me and gonna lock me up. So hold on. Wait.
I think he put that stuff out when he left the country, right?
Hold on. So my team now is that
man, you love that mute button.
Yeah. Come on, let me don't lose my train of thought. So my team is that in itself, there's a charge. Yes, you're a lawyer, and you're gonna respond to this. There's a charge called video for voyeurism. That in itself is between 2 to 5 years imprisonment. Just video in the bedroom, the video, but we don't have that in Africa, though. We don't. So
hold on. Yes, play that video again with the Ghanaian elected officials. Let's hear what he said again, please.
Yeah.
Just the audio.
I think there's a law for that. There's no law for that in Ghana.
He's about to play the audio.
Please. They're not scared of the laws. That's why they're doing that shit.
Voyeurism. I don't know.
Yeah. Video voyeurism. Yeah. That's 2 to 5 years. Easy.
Let me find that video.
Somebody said there's a law for that in Ghana where you can videotape somebody without.
There's a law.
It's the enforcement. It's the problem. We need to use this dude as an example. Actually, I prefer him as an example. A black man with
the Ghanaian president sent for indictment for him. Is that wrong?
We need African is an example. This is a very good example for us. We need a scapegoat. We found one.
The Russian authorities, and that's why I invited the Russian ambassador to.
What's going on with this?
To extradite Ghanaians. We will request the Russian authorities, and that's why I've invited the Russian ambassador to work with our law enforcement. We want the gentleman to come to Ghana, to be brought back to Ghana, extradited to Ghana, for him to face the rigors of our law. Ghanaian citizens irrespective of their decision making, will be protected by their government. The government of John Dramani Mahama will ensure that every citizen's rights are protected. And you cannot record a citizen without their consent and air that or post that online. That constitutes a crime under the Cyber Crime Offences Act, the Cyber Security Authority Act, CSA Act 1038 of Ghana, passed in 2020 by Parliament. So we will work on it. We're working on it. We'll be with my Lelu team at Cybersecurity is building a full docket. Whether we have the gentleman or not, Interpol to extradite Ghanaians to other jurisdictions, we will request the Russian authorities.
Yeah, that's it. But I'm glad Ghana is making a noise, man. Ghana is making a noise.
You know,
The other country not making no noise. You know what I mean?
They're used to that, man.
Yeah, we're too tuned in the fact that why did the girls go? We're not talking about the major problem. We're too
They
tuned
said
in.
he got footage in Nigeria.
You know,
They say he got footage in Nigeria.
No, well, he met a Nigerian girl in Ghana.
He's South Africa and Nigeria. South Africa, Nigeria, Ghana, and Kenya.
I didn't know. I didn't know about that one.
I didn't know he went to South Africa.
And Nigeria. I didn't know about that.
He went to South Africa.
He went to Nigeria too?
I didn't hear about that.
Oh my God.
He said he got footage in Nigeria too, bro.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah, he's not
My thing is
he's gonna be rolling.
Yeah,
He should be.
this has got to be orchestrated, man. This has got to be planted, man.
Bro, I'm telling you guys, when I say if he's spreading that,
they keep using that bear, and now Africans are upset.
You know what I heard? I heard that he got caught in the Philippines too. They say he was, in Thailand. So they say he got caught in Thailand, but they said, but his accent, he got American accent when he got caught in Thailand airport.
Yeah,
so
it's possible he might be dispatched by the Eagle, man.
I have a question,
Let me play Kenya's version. Oh, you want to say something in market?
Yeah, I have a
let's
question.
hear Kenyan version.
I have a question. Can anyone define politics for me, please?
Oh my goodness.
Politics
again. Can you play the Kenyan version, sir?
No, I want to play it after this, please. This is important.
Somebody look it up.
Yeah, I think we need to. Can we define politics, please?
The activities associated with the governance.
Is anybody? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know
what now?
politics like that. I don't know.
The activities associated with the governance of a country or other areas, especially the debate or conflict among individuals or parties having or hoping to achieve power. That's definition number one.
Okay, so there's a young man in the comments who said that women in politics is not African, right? He said that's not an African thing. And then I said, that's your real view? And then he said, yes. He said, politics is a men's affair. Women have a specific role that they play.
Man, tired. You be just going left and right and center.
Is our role to bring
I'm on it, Pat.
Wait.
I'm on it.
Okay. I asked him,
wars again.
wait, please. I said, is our role to bring humans to the land of the living and not decide on their affairs? And he said, yes, that's the role of women. So when you have people, which is a lot of people, a lot of Africans, a lot of people, humans in general, believe this, and then people are shocked that women behave a certain way, I don't understand where the shock and surprise is coming from.
The host said no gender wars.
No, I'm going to say what I want to say. Because earlier you said something about...
I'm going to say what I want to say, too.
Okay.
How about you guys
Yo,
taking some accountability?
Yo,
No gender wars. No gender wars.
I will disconnect him. Tell him to shut the fuck up. Tell him to shut the fuck up right now.
Don't talk to my sister.
All right.
Like that,
Hey, hold on. King, did you mean to leave? Or did I drop you by accident? Because you told me you were leaving. That's why I dropped you. I see it happen in the comment. Let me know if you want to come back up. Let me play this audio real quick. Are you all done with the discussion? I'm gonna play this.
As I indicated, next month, and the issues there, we shall be able to speak directly with our counterparts and and the authorities in Russia. So if you bear with me, it's only a matter of time, but we are taking it seriously, and we intend to make this visit so that we can have a candid conversation on the challenges that we are facing. Thank you. On water security and the Nile Basin.
That's what he said.
Like I said, we need an example.
But he's talking about a month? A month? Did you hear that?
It's not convincing to me.
No, I didn't hear that. Can you play that again, please?
He said a month.
Come over here. They're not gonna send that boy down here.
Yeah, they're
Is
not.
he in Russia right
Russia's not gonna let him go.
No. Is it back in Russia? It's still in Kenya.
Oh, he's in Kenya
in
still?
Kenya?
It's still in Kenya.
Who,
Why
the
they
guy
arrested
still in
him?
Kenya?
Yeah, they arrested him in Kenya.
Oh,
He's
Y'all didn't get the
arrested?
video?
He's arrested?
Yeah. Come on, right? Y'all didn't know that?
Yeah,
know
he
that.
shouldn't
We
leave
thought he
Kenya.
No, he
Yeah.
got arrested in Kenya.
oh, okay.
Oh,
Thank you.
I thought
Yeah.
he fled.
Y'all ain't not even up to date on this shit. Y'all arrested in Kenya.
No,
I saw the video.
I was so heated.
No, I saw
I
the
was so
video.
heated when I saw
they
it.
had the police in his hotel room, actually, and they were scrolling through his phone. He had sex videos.
Good.
And you know what?
That's
That's
good.
why I'm kind of disappointed in what they said in Ghana, because on his phone, he has sex videos on his phone.
I thought you didn't see him on time before you.
Yeah. So now, when it's done over there, it's not just the cyber whatever that got going on. It's voyeurism. It's recorded without consent.
That's good.
It's recording.
good.
Yeah. Come on, look it up. He's arrested. He's in prison in Kenya now. So that was the. That's what
I love it.
That's what the Ghanaian authorities are talking about. That when they're done with him in Kenya, they should send him down to Ghana.
You should send him down so he can stand trial over there too.
Yeah. It'll be fine. But like I said, we should stop focusing on the secondary issues, like why are the ladies going with him? No, that's not the primary issue. Is the audacity to record and post it. That's the issue.
Record. I care about more him spreading that.
It's not spreading the y'all stop
Exactly.
stuff. That's what I care about, man.
About him spreading what?
Allegedly spreading that stuff. You know what I mean?
It doesn't. That's a lie. There's no proof of that.
Well,
I
you
seen
don't
the
know
videos.
either. You don't know, so how you gonna say it's a
I
lie?
told you now about the video that he got arrested. Did you know about that? Jeez.
We didn't know about that, but you don't know about whether or not you
It
got
did
something
not
either.
spread the virus. There's no proof of that. Y'all just.
I'm
they
saying I'm
just make
worried
it up.
about that if he got it. I didn't say if he's spreading it or not. I said that's what I'm worried about because if he got some stuff like that, it's easily to spread to other families, you know.
Yeah.
I
If
agree.
he's in the Philippines and Thailand and all over the place,
Yeah,
he gotta have something.
He gotta have some gotta be there somehow, some way.
I'm sorry. Can I ask something to Inimakia?
Yes, what's up?
Okay, so you were talking before. I was just like I feel like you. I'm a bit triggered with some of with the comments about this. So in this, but we need to also in these quota you mentioned the quota of in some countries that where women have to have a certain percentage of in government, right?
Yeah.
But I sometimes think like a lot of our women, of our sisters, are patriarchal princesses, like only them being in these spaces not necessarily means that there's an actual change and a challenge to the patriarchal system. So I was just wondering of where we are starting, because these comments, it's really triggering also for me. Yeah. I'm in the same kind of boat where I'm just saying, oh, women are not meant to lead, Loma talk. It's just very triggering. So and what do you think would be like a good starting point to challenge these just from sister to sister?
Have you seen Kill Bill? I'm sorry, Unalive Bill. Have you seen that?
If long time ago, I can't remember now. I know.
I watched that movie.
Yeah,
it's a nice movie.
I will watch it if you.
I think you should. You should. There was this lady named Oren Ishii, right? And she was a boss, and she was having a meeting, and one of the men, they disrespected her because she was mixed. They tried to call her half caste, and how she responded is probably how some people need to be responded to. That's yeah. For some people need that, you know. But generally speaking, I'll say this. Yeah, I agree with you. A lot of women are patriarchal, just like a lot of African people are anti-African. Like a lot of African people are anti-Black. So this is just the system that we were indoctrinated into, and we have to just take steps to decolonize. What I was like referring to with that baseline of having a percentage of women in parliament mandated by like the Constitution and by like different laws is that should be a baseline, right? A baseline in order to get the society used to women actually having some position of power. If there is no baseline and we're coming from structures in which women have no power, then the women don't have the experience and the people don't have the experience of seeing them. So what can happen with this is there could be a situation where there's women or a woman who could be incredible. She could be really politically astute. She can know how to assess the problems, know how to make the right partnerships, know how to invest in the right industries. But because she is a woman, people will automatically doubt her. And then this does damage to the entire country, potentially, because then they want to support someone who they're used to seeing in power, a man of some sort. And that man probably has no intention on doing anything positive for the country. They only want to enrich themselves. So this is why I mentioned, you know, the percentages is important as a baseline. But before that, we would need a social overhaul of some sort. We would need to start with curriculum changes, you know, not just around the woman issue, but just telling a more accurate portrayal of African history. Because like the person in the comments, I was upset from the misogyny, right? I was upset about that, but ironically enough, I was just more upset at the willfulness of like the way that they intentionally spread misinformation about African history. They said that African people weren't used to African women being in leadership. That is a lie. That is such a lie.
No, but of course it is. And even now, when you look at like only the structure, for example, in the Ashanti Kingdom, okay, just the power that women hold up until now. Our tribe, for example, I don't want to, but it's very matrilineal. So it's just, like you would say, it's more ignorance than anything else. Like, it is misogyny mixed with ignorance.
Yeah, and it's just, I just don't like inaccurate, retellings of our history. Yeah, no, so you're right. So that bothered me. But for sure, retelling African history and getting as close to accurate as we can. I'm not reading all the comments, but someone was like, women make mistakes too, and or something along that vein. Look, earlier, y'all weren't here, some of these people making these comments. I literally questioned if, for the first video that I was shown by Pan on this live, I was like, did he lure her? Like, because it didn't look like he did anything. It looked like she was with it in the video. So I'm very honest about how women play our roles in the situations that we find ourselves in. But as soon as someone tries to criticize the fact that we live in a system that intentionally disadvantages women in any way, there's always this pushback about, oh, well, women need to take accountability. Look, I already do that. I live that. I don't need someone to try to come remind me. I'm talking about this right now. Okay. And just like earlier, I had noticed that this is getting more traction because there are women involved and because the bear is involved. Like, people are speculating, right? Like, there's speculation about STIs, but then we know for a fact that STIs were spread in the cases involving the men, and they were involved with underage humans. Like, that is way worse than some woman potentially being a gold digger. And those were young males, young underage males. And if you know anything about human anatomy, you know that even though everyone has the potential to spread STIs, right? But because of the anatomy, it's much easier for males to give it than receive it from females, right? Typically, right? Because it's like a syringe. That is known. If anybody wants to debate it, go look it up. I'm not about to argue anatomy with you. So when we're talking about the potential of like some type of super spread, giving this to hundreds of underage males over a decade, how many of them do you think ended up having sex with other people? Okay. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, how many of them have it? We know that they have it. It's already confirmed. And now the likelihood is real that they have likely spread it to other people in the country over the past decade. This is real. But because this one has more hype, because it's more about women and the bear and people being, gold diggers and all this other shit like that, basically, that is more what people want to lean towards. So that's why I came up here and said that. I want to analyze the structure. The reality is Africa as a continent is considered conquered. If you are economically conquered, then the women and even the men are considered for the taking by the conquerors. That's just the way it is. Like, it's no, oh, I'm surprised, or, oh, they shouldn't do that. Bro, the continent is economically exploited. Like, are we for real? Like, do we think that doesn't come with sexual exploitation? There's sexual exploitation in the West. So they living it up when they come to the continent. Like, that's all I want to say.
No, thank you. Yeah, and I agree. But like, as I said, the triggering part of me,
she's so articulate. Sometimes you have to have your paper and pen to write it down, some stuff.
Yeah, and the triggering part for me, especially on Ghana TikTok, was just the as you said, the surprise, like, oh, how can our women when we know exactly the structures in place that are So yeah, no, thank you for this. So yeah, we have so much to do. And yeah, as I said, when I see the these misogynistic comments and this idea of women shouldn't be in leadership and we like an empowered person, and yes, the structures need to be dismantled, and we understand, but in the meantime, how do we even get there without empowering each other and just disenfranchising and willingly disenfranchising 50% of the population because you think that leadership is not in their role? Like logically speaking, it doesn't even make any sense.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I was going to say something.
Please continue. I've lost.
Because somebody had mentioned like the DL thing is serious as well. I don't want to get too much into it, but when they focus on the women, this is another thing. They think the way people are framing it is it's as if the women are the only ones who are giving it up, who are engaged in this so-called sex tourism, which is really just, I can't say the T word, right? But there's men who are doing this with the white T women and the white T men. Like, the optics is that it's the African women, and they very well could be the majority. I'm not sure on how to quantify that at this time. But the reality is, if you understand the elites as exposed by these files, you understand that they don't like women at all, actually, but you understand that they have a disgusting proclivity towards, underage males and young males, young 20s and stuff like that. So when they're going places, I mean, look at Thailand and all those countries over there. They're not going over there for the women. They are not going over there for the women. They're going over there for the lady what? The lady, I don't know if I can say the rest part. Yes.
You say boys.
Yeah, the boys or the girls. We call them the girls.
No, lady boys.
Okay, the lady boys. They going over there for that. And so nobody wants to admit that. Like, as a people, we have it's taboo to discuss same gender relations, but we have to now, if we want to be honest and have an accurate assessment of what's going on. They don't just like women. It's not just women. I don't even think they really like adult women, like he has said earlier. They coming for minors, bro. Like, they coming for youth. That's what they're coming for. And the
She's
majority of
right.
Africa
She's right.
is young. The majority of the African continent is young, right? Like, we got to put two and two together.
From what
I
I
think
got,
I think Africa Africa
go
put a lot of I'm sorry, bro, real quick. Africa, they put too much faith in a certain group of people. Okay? Just like what happened in Senegal. The head guy was from, up there in France, right? There's a saying in the West. You guys have never heard this before. I'm about to trip you out. There's a saying that white tea people have in the West, white tea men. They say, a virgin is good, but a boy is better. Let that sink in. Just that now you know what type of people you're dealing with when they come down to this continent. When they come down to this continent, yes. When they come down to this continent, y'all got to know what type of people y'all dealing with. So we got to tell our little girls and our boys, hey, don't look at this guy as your God and your Savior. Don't do that. Because these people mean you no
Rashad,
good.
That's why they have the counties, the registry program. Every county in the U.S. has that registry. If you just Google, Google your county, Google your county and put your zip code.
All in your neighborhood.
All of your neighborhood, they're there.
Let me just drop this real quick. Rashad, hold on, sorry. Let me drop this real quick. I just looked it up, though.
Yeah.
That dude actually wasn't arrested. He's back in Russia.
Yeah.
Let me correct myself. Yeah, he got away. So apparently
they let him go.
No, those videos are from like 2-3 months ago. They're not new videos.
3 months ago.
Yeah, it's from like 2-3 months ago. I just looked it up.
Hey, you know what though, Rashad?
Let me correct myself on that one.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
There are several countries that will not allow folks with criminal records, with SMEX
That's good.
registry, and that is the Canada, United Kingdom, Australia, Japan, China, small hats, and Mexico will not allow folks that are on that registry to travel. And I'm talking about
to travel outside of the country or to travel into that country.
To travel in. If you're from the United States and you have that in your background, you cannot travel to these nations. They already know. I don't know how they know, but they know. Because maybe they have the data. They somehow have access to that data.
The US, that's what it is.
Yeah, they have access to the U.S. data, or they create it because it's a public information, and they know what's up. But us, Africa, man,
the small hats won't allow it because there's more competition.
And again, AES, we too welcoming. Our people just take everything. And imagine
and our kids, bro, they play outside. Our kids play outside. They run around. They chilling. They're just being kids.
And once they have their passport, think about it. The whole world, once they have their passport, they can come straight to Africa. But we can penetrate to them like that. But once they have their passport, just name the country from in Europe, even to Romania, Latvia, they can come to Africa. Just think about it.
Countries.
We too welcoming too. We too nice. That's how they get us in the first place.
And that's what I'm saying. As men, we gotta go to the immigration and then make changes over there from the immigration. That's where we gotta start.
That's true.
I know though there will be a lot of changes though, because it's becoming rapidly. And we heard about what happened. My sister over there, she's right, because some stuff happened in Gambia too. Those boys, and stuff. But a lot is coming up from Kenya, even some in Nigeria too. There's even a Chinaman that just keep having, he give a lot of people, get them impregnated and left the baby with them. And left. That one too is coming up in Oyo State. There's a lot coming on. And I know a lot of people are waking up to this situation now, because before we are not alive to their stupidity. But now we understand. And I told you, in future, most of them will keep coming, but because in 42 or 50 years, there'll be minority in the world. And the only sort of people that can make them function or to be more better and alive in whatsoever their cause that they forefathers have been stealing. It's us. It's only our gene. The most completed human being on earth is our African women. They're diamonds, so we should support them. We should forget about the accountability, because if you say we're talking about accountability, our government failed us. Our government failed us. I watched the video.
They did.
I was at home.
King.
I saw the video. I felt bad. I was just like, damn, look at my queen. That's just what it is. We should support them.
Queen?
We should support it, but we should forget about that accountability. It's just what it is. Look at the environment we live into. It's not only to the younger female. It's happening to the boys too. It's
That's true.
It's not easy.
Bad. Come on. The government.
Hey, Europeans get into our countries so easy, and they go ahead and make their little YouTube videos, thinking that we're not gonna see them.
Bro, it's so embarrassing, man.
These people are sick, though. You guys understand.
So embarrassing.
When I saw the videos, I was embarrassed, man. I was embarrassed.
They don't care if you see them.
Luckily, guys, I'm from Rwanda, so it's often positive. But for the vast majority of African continental, mainland African countries, it is negative. They come and they stage shit, and they're like, "Oh, this person stole my wallet." Damn, mind you, everybody just let the market chilling, but they stage this shit and post it on YouTube, and the world believes it.
Yeah, but brother, your country is doing a good job in terms of protecting women. In Rwanda, you go to prison if a woman accuses you of smacks. They don't even do investigations over there, man.
Captain Traore, I appreciate that.
They don't do investigation. I know Rwanda. They don't do investigations, man. They just put you.
You know what I mean?
But they put you in jail. They do their investigation, then they let you out. That's what Rwanda does.
You know what I mean? You gotta protect your people.
And Rwanda, if you mess around with a married woman, and she's willing to mess with you, and they find out, your ass is going to prison.
Well, I think, every country in Africa should demand better standards, No matter about passport bros, I think that's the minuscule of the iceberg, There's so many issues at hand that we got to talk about, including white people coming in for free when we can apply for visas and get in. I'm lucky I have a blue American passport, but bro, if I try to apply for anything with my Rwandan passport, shit is infinitely longer from there. You feel me?
Brother, I'm
Right.
friends,
So
I'm friends with, the Cameroonians, your government gave Cameroonian students to come to Rwanda to study law.
Sir.
You know that?
I remember
about that?
Yep.
Yeah, so those students that are studying law, I'm friends with some of them. So they're doing pro bono, and helping people that are in prison who had been accused of smacks crimes, and they're swearing that they didn't do it. And you're like, well, they didn't even do an investigation. Where's the police report? Oh yeah, they're still working on it. You staying here. They're working on it. You staying here for 4 or 5 months while the police put their reports together. So a lot of Cameroonian brothers are practicing on this kind of stuff in Rwanda.
Wait, are you saying they become illegal in Rwanda?
No. The Cameroonian students are coming to Rwanda to study law. I think they're
staying.
They're learning and studying and learning because apparently it's easier for them to study in Rwanda, and they go.
I was gonna say you shouldn't be illegal in any country.
No.
In Africa, as black people,
they're not illegal
over there.
They're just doing the law school.
Well, do we have any South Africans in here? Because they have a lot to explain with calling Nigerians aliens or illegals.
No, they do that.
No. Why we want to switch topic? Why do we want to switch topic?
Let's leave.
Who dropped? Rashad.
But your country, man, Rwanda's doing a good job, bro. They're doing a great job.
AES, where you from?
I'm half Tanzanian.
Oh, okay. You in the neighborhood?
I'm in the neighborhood.
Yes, sir.
Guy. Okay, yeah, that's right.
But now, I respect Cameroonians. I was living in Yaoundé the past 5 months.
Yeah. I got a lot of Cameroonian friends in Kigali, man. They're law students. So Rwanda's doing a good job.
Yes, sir. Where everybody else from?
From West Africa.
All over.
South Africa.
Let's go. Lucky Dube land.
Nigeria.
Yeah.
Lucky Dube. I love that guy, Lucky Dube. I don't know what happened. You know what I mean?
We had African American sister.
His own people and
We have everybody else is from Africa.
Oh yeah, my bad. I'm
Yeah.
African American.
I'm from
I meant
Ghana,
comment.
actually.
Yeah, but
We are all Africans on the panel.
Animal Kia,
All of us
have you
are
been to
Africans.
Africa before?
All of us
Yes.
are Africans. She's African too.
Yes, I
Oh,
have.
yeah, we as African men, we have to do better in securing our borders. That's one of the
Uganda,
things.
that's what's up.
You were gonna ask me something about it or what?
Everybody in the comment, type your country up. I want to make sure we have a lot of people from different countries in Africa and the diaspora. Type your country up. Rep your country. Go ahead.
Yeah, he asked me if I've been to the continent before. I said yeah.
Where?
I don't want to talk about it right now.
That is something you should be proud of. A lot of Black Americans.
Christine, you're still
She
here.
was in Tanzania.
No. I am
Long time.
proud. I'm proud. It's just I don't like to info security. That's all. Like that's all.
What's negative about Tanzania?
Nothing.
No, nothing.
No. I don't want people to know my business. That's
Bro,
what it is.
that island
It's
off the coast, Zanzibar, looks nice.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot. You said you're from Rwanda. Okay.
We got Congo in here. Hey, Congo, I just want to let you all know you're my brothers, bro.
Of course, yeah.
And we got
Rwanda,
Congo,
is the
US,
same
Jamaica,
people.
South
the same
Sudan,
DNA,
Sierra
man.
Leone, America, South Africa,
No,
Jamaica,
yes, I only said that because
Nigeria, South Africa, Sierra Leone, Uganda, US, America. Man, we got everybody up in here.
It's not just the island though. Zanzibar is beautiful. It's beautiful. The ocean is beautiful.
Why not just say United States? Keep going.
These girls from all of North America.
But mainland Tanzania is really beautiful.
Claiming all of
people
North
sleep on
America.
it. Yeah. Dang, everybody got quiet. But yeah, mainland Tanzania is really beautiful. But the whole country is beautiful.
Beautiful though.
What's up, Sky? What's up, Sky? How you doing, sis?
What's up? I'm great. How's everyone
You've been
doing?
listening. What you think? You've been
I
commenting a
have
lot.
been listening.
Talk to us.
Yeah.
Talk to us.
Yes. So I'll say what the problem is. The problem is Black men, African men who are not providing protection. Because how are these men, these
The men or the
European
government?
men? No. I'm going to say men. Because the men should be holding the government accountable too. The government is there representing the people. And the government is there representing the people, I repeat. They're not there on a holiday or running a business or whatever. They're there representing the people. And the men, as they like to claim themselves to be protectors, why are they not protecting? How are these men from Europe coming to do as they please in Africa without any consequences? What does that say about the kind of men we have? What does that say about the kind of men that we have that cannot protect their women, not even their children? Because these men are doing as they please because they have no respect for the Black men. Because if they had respect for the Black man, I'm telling you, they wouldn't be doing as they please in Africa, but they know there will be no consequences.
Hold on, Sky.
Yeah,
can I
that's the
try to
topic.
take a stab at that?
Yes, please do.
So listen, I think, it's too basic to blame all men. I think we should look at the root cause of this issue. It's also not a specific African issue. As you know, people like, you guys know that dude, Somali John or something his name is. He went to South Korea or Japan and, did some disrespecting over there too. So it doesn't matter if you're Black. It's not about race. It's the dignity that we've put out there as Africans. I think a lot of internationals they do not respect our borders. And I think that's something we need to do with government, as somebody else mentioned in here. I don't think it's about men. It's about the way we project ourselves, foreign affairs wise in each individual African country.
Yeah, but we're talking about Africa now. To be honest, I don't care much about Asia, Europe, whatever's going on. I care mostly about Africa. What are the men who claim to be protectors doing to protect the African children, to protect the African woman, to protect Africa? What are they doing? If they claiming to be protectors, why are they not taking that role? Why are they not stepping up? Knowing that these problems exist, what are they doing?
You're talking about Ruto. Ruto is the man. He's the problem.
So,
Ruto, the leadership.
who is
Leadership is the problem.
Who is government?
Oh,
You see, this is the problem that Africa is the way it is today, because we do not hold these people accountable. That is the problem. Those people are there representing us, not the other way around. They should be there working for us. If they're not doing the work, there should be consequences. Now they're doing as they please because they know we aren't going to do.
Need to wake up. I agree.
Yes, we need to wake.
But I think you have to understand it, though,
need to take up their role. They need to step up.
As my brother was trying to explain to you, it's a bigger issue, a bigger economic issue. You know, what got us here in the first place? Why are women like this? You know, it's the economic, foreign policy, laws that are not being applied, laws that are not being drafted correctly. There's many factors. There's many factors. You know, even like the system, like the systems in Africa don't even talk to each other. You know, if a person commits a crime in South Africa, you know, they pay a fine and they go to Zimbabwe, and there's no registry. There's nothing that follows them, and they start out clean. You know what I'm saying? They start out clean, and they can continue doing what they're doing, or they would get better at being criminals, and they would continue doing what they're doing. The systems are not talking to each other. There's no system that talks to each other. So it's this whole is a big factor. You know what I mean? Like the guys from the United States who are on a SMACS registry are traveling over there, and there's no system that checks them, stops them. It's a big problem. You know, it's not just a man thing. It's a big problem.
No, yes, it is a big problem.
Wait, y'all. I have a question about that, right? Wait a minute. Wait one moment. So my question to that is this. I feel like both of your points actually correlate with one another. You know, like I like to look at the structure, like you're saying, right? And in the white supremacist countries, in the West, right, a lot of the times it is the white man who is dictating things. At the top in their alleged secret societies, I've shown documents here where they say that they don't want any minorities or women, allegedly, right? So this shows you their mindset of how they want to rule the world. They want to rule it as it is shown. It's mainly white men at the top. They have turned the African continent into a weird out, like a perverted version of that, with the African man on top, right? And it's not just an African man. It's it's a particular type of African man, right? Like they're not allowing, the greats to be great. Like it's not an AES situation. It's not a Walimu situation. No, they allow certain types of men to rule, right? Those men are subservient to the white men in the West. So I wouldn't say that, it's just men, but I wouldn't say that it's not men either, based off of what I said earlier and based off what someone else said to me in the comments, right? They say that African women are not meant to be in politics. Whether or not people are going to say that out loud, it doesn't really matter because the material reality kind of reflects it. Okay, African women are in politics to some degree, but not the majority. Like there's not the majority. It's not even half in most countries. So then who is in the governments that we're criticizing? Like, I think we should just be honest about it. Like in Kenya, who, like you said, it's Ruto, but it's not just Ruto. It's the men beneath him as well who are subservient to him. It's a pecking order. So I'm not going to be like, oh, it's just men by themselves. No, as we see, women, we play our role, but I don't think that we should say that it's not men either. Basically, like it's wealthy men, it's men with power who bow down or prostrate to the men in power in the West. That's how the system works.
Aren't they traitors then? So you're saying the traitors are in charge of the continent of Africa so far?
They are traitors, but their gender is part of why they're betraying us. It is part of it.
Yeah. So
Wait, wait.
the man,
But the question is, how long are we going to blame the white man?
the man,
For how
Yeah,
long
you believe women?
are we
You
going
believe
to blame
women
the
would
white
do
man?
better if they were
the
that?
man,
No, I'm asking, how long are we going to blame the white man?
All right, one at a time. Let AES speak, please.
I was saying
Okay, go
the
ahead.
man that you're seeking to get answers from or protection from are the traitors who are in bed with the enemy. So how do you expect to get justice from that traitor man? The good men that
Right.
want to protect you are oppressed by the traitors.
Right.
So what do we do? It's a
Not
tough
to
situation.
mention half of the good people
Well,
have
AES,
fled.
I have a question. What are the good men doing about it?
The good man had been oppressed and unalived, and now we're trying to fight back slowly. We have three
Right.
nations that are stepping up. Rwanda is doing a great job. Tanzania is doing a great job, in my opinion. So look, you got only
And Tanzania is led by women, by the way.
yeah, and she's doing a
Shout out to
fantastic
that
job.
queen.
Fantastic fucking job she's doing. And those four nations are only
it takes more.
the whole continent of Africa. You have those four nations that are doing wonders. You understand? So the rest are led by traitors, in my opinion. So how do we fix it? We have to start rising up.
My dad once told me, in order to fix something, you gotta take accountability. So we demand we have to take our own accountability on this thing, and then do what we gotta do as men. You know, like you said. So we fail our nation so far. So we gotta do something. But for me, it's like the first we gotta work on is the immigration laws. You know. And trying to create systems so we can communicate with the Western systems, so we can always coming in, what their criminal background. They need to do a police report in order for them to come to. Even if they're just visiting for a few months or what month.
Right.
I was in Namibia in 2021, where it was a Chinese man assaulted a Namibian woman. He spilled, like he threw a urine in her face. Like crazy disrespect, very disrespectful. They arrested him, they put him in jail, and the guy just left and went to South Africa. It's like after a week later. Nothing followed him, nothing. The South African government were not alerted that this man has committed a crime, nothing. God
So
knows what
as
he's
you're
doing.
saying,
God knows what
AES,
he's doing.
we should have
God
a
knows what
system.
he's doing in South Africa.
We should have a system in place for people like that to have like an Africa poll. You guys know how there's an Interpol, and you know if someone does something wrong in a certain country, then you know
system that talks to each other.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But as people are noticing, the other issue is economics. The African value is still too low today, guys. That is
brother,
some reality that a
know-
lot of people don't wanna.
Do you
Sorry,
know?
go ahead.
Do you know every police officer in America?
That way.
Every police officer in America can search the entire nation system, and they can search Canada too. They have the same database. So a police officer in New York can stop you, and you give him your Canadian ID. Oh yeah, you're from Toronto. Okay, boom. He looks you up in Toronto database. Boom, you pull up. He knows about you. They know about you.
Oh, I know, bro. I was caught speeding in Canada, and I got a ticket back in the States when I got back.
Yeah.
So that's an example of two countries working
together.
In Africa.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, there's a challenge that we have to acknowledge. I don't think it's as easy as America and Canada talking. There's 54 players, and we all have this superiority complex that people don't want to admit. But some of us think we're better than others, so we may not want to. Contribute,
and we are related. Actually, we're the same.
It's not even that. It's the fact
That's it from near. That's it from near.
You cannot be unequally yoked.
Any away from? Any away from? Perfect. Go.
So I don't think I'm better. I don't think my people are better than any other people. You cannot be unequally yoked and expect a partnership because you can't avoid the fact that one person will benefit more than the other. And also you have to consider, in South Africa, there's different classes that are like distinctively different, right? So you can kind of observe, for instance, on the poverty, those that are living, like that are oppressed by poverty, their mindset is not okay. So if most of the African countries are under the same condition, what does that mean? The mindset is not okay. Fighting for survival, I'm going to kill to get it because I was probably chased out of my own land.
Hey, Pan, you can drop me, brother. Let sister come up.
So,
good night,
things like that caused a great inequality. Most of the countries have to come up first. They have to work on themselves individually first, so that when we hold hands, we actually have resources to exchange and power to stand on. And I want to speak on a little rumor about the African leaders being so-called corrupt. An example in South Africa, there is quite really old pictures and evidence all over the internet, whereby our current president, the president before him, and all these people were around certain people that weren't so great. When Mandela was arrested, for example, he was isolated for a long time, away from his team, away from his people, right? And even when the party came to him and they were all happy, like, oh, we heard you had TB, you were moved, are you well and everything, Winnie gave them one warning. She said, this man, be careful with this man, because he was alone with those people. You do not know when you discuss with him what could possibly happen. Another rumor is why they didn't stay together. Obvious reasons, because they were never really in agreement at the end of their love story and their journey in liberating the country. You can read between the lines what I'm trying to say, but it's not that easy to say we can just come together. We first have to all have something to give. And with South Africa, the strategy was to sort of spread the powers, between different parties. A lot of interests vest in this country. That's why it's so hard to collapse it. At the same time, it looks like it's going down, but I wouldn't say it is, because we know the kind of people that have interest in the land. We have the sweet spots in the oceans, in the skies, so yeah, for us to be able to hold hands and have power, we all have to have something founding each country. So you can't expect
that's not how it works. That's not how it works, sister. That's not how it works. If you look at America, all the countries hold on. If you look at America, all the states are not equal.
Yes.
And they are functioning well together. All this, go to Mississippi. Always comes last in the race.
Look at the gap.
Yeah, it's very wide. It's very wide. Have you seen Texas? Texas versus. Hold on, listen now. You talk like that. You talk. Do me a favor. If you have a laptop or another device in your hands, check the GDP of Texas and compare that with the GDP of Mississippi.
It's true. Mississippi is
but 10
more
million
than a lot of African
corrupt.
countries.
One at a time.
How many states are in between that gap? That's what I'm saying. You don't have to be equal, but how many states?
There's a lot of there's more. You can go to let's say, what other states should I put an example? You can go to Detroit, Ohio. You can go look at that GDP and compare that to California or that of Texas.
That's what I'm saying. How many states are in these gaps? It's not.
What do you mean when you say in this? When you say in these gaps, I'm not sure what you mean by in these gaps.
Okay, you can't have a country that's functioning at like a 80% capacity or capabilities or whatever.
But why not? Why not?
Wait.
But why not?
And
in your thought process, I'm trying to understand why not. Why not?
Because the systems are too, we have to fix each country's systems. Even we need a lot of improvements.
This is the misnomer. This is the misnomer that Africans have. This is the misnomer that Africans have. Do you?
An overflow.
Do you all understand that? I'm not actually an advocate for one Africa, but just if Africa was one, do you understand that all of our resources? I think you're looking at our countries and looking at the shape of the countries, and you're thinking hold on. Oh my goodness! Is this how you're doing South Africa?
Hold on, bro. I don't think she's from South Africa. But make your point.
No, she's from South Africa.
I hope nobody dropped her.
Oh, I think she's still here. She's the P one, right?
I'm letting you talk because you're saying is this how I do it.
I thought somebody dropped you. My bad.
I don't know how I individually.
Okay, sorry. So let me tell you this. Do you not understand that what makes a country powerful is not the infrastructure? Well, infrastructure helps, but you don't look at a country and think about the shape of the country and say, my country looks nice. Let this country bring themselves up these countries have wealth underneath their feet. That's what these other Western countries are looking for. They're coming here to extract those wealths. So if you understand that, don't you understand that if these countries join together, they become wealthier?
And it's the West who benefits
But
from us
for
not
us
being
to
able to
join
talk to each
Hold
other.
on,
together,
hold
let
on,
me
hold
give
on.
an
Let me.
example.
I'm not even done yet. Do you not understand that if we are band together, we become wealthier and then we become stronger
I
because we're now
understand
great?
that.
Let me finish, sister. Then we become greater in number, and then we now have something to back our currency, meaning gold, diamond, all the oil, all the natural resources across the whole continent that can now back our currency, and will become one of the our GDP will skyrocket better than all the GDPs around. I think actually better than all the GDPs around the world.
Right.
We'll become one of the most powerful continents or country, because then it will become one
Listen, bro.
in the world. But
I
you all
was
are
never against
selfish.
that.
You all
This
are
is what I'm
thinking.
saying.
Hold on, let me
No,
finish.
listen to this.
Africa, no,
Simply put,
you
the
cut me
European
off.
countries have nukes, right?
It's his panel, miss. Can you please let him speak?
They have nukes.
Even if they choose snow as their, backup currency,
Africans.
we have
John, hold on. Let
No, it's okay.
let Pan handle her. Pan is doing a good job.
Let's hear her. That's what she has to say is important. Go ahead, Nia. Let's hear you.
I'm trying to say that unity is gonna take us far. We do need that, right? But here's the thing. Yes, few countries right now have an uprising, or rather are getting better. But do you really think those guys will let you guys cut them off? No. Before you can cut them off, look at them. They've got nukes, for example. How many do we have in Africa?
That's
We were
because we're
assembling
not
them. They were
one.
taken apart. You see, you need to go to war, because if you dare try to take your resources back, and if you dare try to say, hey, I'm not paying, you're paying me peanuts for my resources, give me more, they will finish this land and go get what they want. So we
should just maintain our standards underneath the whiteys, is what you're saying.
Okay, Nia, okay.
It's not lowering your standards. It's the reality of the fact that you don't have bread in my house. You're not just going to come in my house and take my bread. So everybody must first weapon up, for example. I'm just giving an example. I'm not saying we must go to war.
What's your solution to the problem that you are mentioning? What's the solution? What are you saying the solution is?
The solution is
individualism.
Each country individually improving
individualism.
First.
Okay.
He said the word. He said no.
Individualism.
Because
look. During
because you can't
apartheid,
say there's bread in that country, then everybody flocks to eat in that country. We must all be able to make bread.
That's where she was going. She think everybody want to go to South.
Pan, you handle her. We all got to be quiet. Let Pan handle her.
You can't go to war with two
Pan will
guns.
tell her what the problem
You need
is.
everybody.
The majority of Africa doesn't flock there.
I'm actually tired. You can go.
You think everybody want to go to South Africa? That's what.
Oh Lord, have
No,
mercy.
that's not what I'm saying. We have struggling ourselves.
Most West African countries don't think about South Africa.
Hold on. Let me ask her a question. So, sister,
Right? Let me ask her something, please. You're South African, right? So why are you talking about individualism? You're talking about togetherness here. What we're talking about is different. The energy you guys have to other African, that's your problem in your country. And you have the right to have it though. But don't come here with the bullshit.
No, bro. Let me ask her a respectful
Just saying,
question.
we should all turn to our individual government.
Right. So okay, you know what? Yes, I'm back. Yes, I'm back. Okay, let's have the conversation then. Let's have the conversation then, sister. So you're telling me that you prefer in your country that the whitey folks are running all the systems in your country, and in your country that the black folks are marginalized. The whitey folks control 72% of the arable land in your country, and you control 4% of the arable land. If you look at the other lands that you're controlling your country, which is the freeload lands, you control 4%, they control 72% as well. The commercial lands, yes, the government controls that. The state-owned lands, yes, the government controls that, all the other lands. The average income for the whitey folks, which make up about 9% of the population, is just about what you might call it, 600,000 rands. 9% of the population controls that, which is the whitey folks. The average income for the black folks in South Africa is about 100,000 rands. And you think hold on. What you're enjoying is just the privilege of what the white man built for themselves, the systems they built for themselves.
Exactly.
And you're like complaining about the immigrants in your country because you don't like the idea that they're there, but you don't understand that the white folks are the ones sucking away all the wealth in your country, and you're busy focusing on the immigrant, thinking that the ones taking all the resources away from you.
No.
Whereas the white folks are living. I can pull up a picture right now, show you how in just one road you can see sheds across the street in a slum, and you can see across the streets, you can see where the white folks live across the streets. And you think you're living good in South Africa, and you think you're just scrambling in your own country. These settlers in your country, control the economy. Hold on, I'm not done. I was gonna let you be, but you wanted to keep going. So they're telling me these people in your country, 9% of them are controlling everything, and you're like about 85%, and you're controlling nothing, and you want to call your politicians corrupt, yet you don't have any smoke for the white folks? Is that what you're telling me?
Quick question.
Is that what you're telling me?
You need to answer
my question first. Answer my question. I ask you that. Answer my question first. Get the fuck away from my life.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you very much. Because
there's no space for individualism here.
I've never seen Pan cuss before. Either. I'm concerned.
He's
right now.
So you know what she prefers individualism. If we apply that same energy, hold on, bro. Let me finish this. If we apply that same energy in 1994, 1993, 1992, during the struggle for freedom in South Africa, apartheid, they would not have gained their independence, and African nations would let them be. Apartheid would still be in charge of South Africa today. But individualism did not play out. Everyone in Africa assisted, helped ANC. Every country in Africa helped. And because of that, they're free today. And they don't understand that. Not all of them, but this ones who talk like that don't understand that.
Hey, pan cost to the friend.
Well, I wish you could have known because I wanted to understand where is she coming from.
Did you hear that?
I'm sure. Not the homie up here cursing.
Yo, the first y'all got the back to back. You know what?
You got the patience of a school teacher.
I
y'all made him curse.
Man, it 2 days in a row. It had to cost.
Damn. They burning Pan out.
I know.
You might need a break. You might need a break from the raccoons.
Yeah.
Came up here thinking every
Burn my brother out,
South Africa.
Yeah,
burn my brother
out. Somebody
burn
TikToks it. Pass him the stuff.
She was trying to justify how individualism, like stay in your countries, we'll stay in our countries, leave us alone. And then in the same sentence, she would say, yeah, unity will get us out. No, we want separation and individualism. We're like, what?
One day we have to challenge. We have to get the Zimbabweans up here because they always bring up, oh, you're gonna end up like Zimbabwe, or you're gonna end up like they don't understand what happened to Zimbabwe,
they
and
understand that they refuse to look at the white teams and the sanctions they caused. The sanctions.
Yeah.
Can I ask something?
Hold on. She's not done yet.
Oh, sorry, Animalkia.
Yeah, so I really think that Zimbabweans, ones who, were there under Mugabe and understand what happened and they love their country, they need to be the ones who speak on this issue, because I'm so tired of people trying to frame what Zimbabwe did as the wrong thing. They're akin to the Haiti of the region of Africa. They kicked them people out. We should be celebrating them. Yeah. We should be celebrating them. Why are we letting people come up here and say what they did was wrong or imply that what they did was wrong?
That was the original AES. That was the original AES country.
Correct.
Right there, Rhodesia.
You know what?
The original.
We had a Zimbabwean brother yesterday.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to talk about that. That guy gave us a breakdown, and it was very emotional. That was the original AES, but the media didn't cover it, though. They didn't cover it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and they pushed the propaganda like Mugabe was a bad leader.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep,
Yeah, sorry
they
to cut
did.
you short, Sky. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah,
That's,
no, I wasn't gonna be long, but I was gonna say that we had the conversation about Zimbabwe with Nico. I think his name is Nico, and I was asking him a question. I was saying that Zimbabwe should be a case study for all of Africa because obviously the fight of Africa has been a fight of the land, right? Because that's what the white men came to take when they came to Africa. And I was saying with the Zimbabwe story is one thing that we should be learning as Africans. What went right, what went wrong. And we need to be honest about the wrongs that went there so that we do not repeat them.
that's right.
So that's what I was saying. So I was asking him, like, how did that, wealth that the people, have had after chasing the white man, how did it translate to the ordinary people? Did the ordinary people get to own land? Did the ordinary people get to own resources? Because these are the things that we want to, because in fact in South Africa, I know if we were to go through the Zimbabwean route, we will not succeed. You know why? Because of our politicians. And they're not to be trusted. And now, if we know that that is a potential problem we are to face if we go that Zimbabwean route, what are the repercussions?
The crazy part is that BRICS, y'all are a part of BRICS. Like,
yeah, we are.
Y'all have connections that even they didn't have, and you're still using them as an example. Like, that doesn't make sense.
That's the thing. No. That's the thing. You need to understand our position in BRICS, and also what is the current leader doing in that position. Because first of all, Ramaphosa is not doing anything with BRICS. It was President Zuma who was very active in that relationship.
I'm glad you brought him up. I heard Zuma was the
Zuma
man.
who was.
Yo, did you guys?
Yes.
Sorry to interrupt you. Did you guys even hear Zuma was working, trying to create a nuclear power plant in South Africa?
He was, yes,
Oh
he
my
was.
Lord,
And
yeah.
and also Zuma made laws also to get the land back, and he also made laws where the foreigners weren't, supposed to be able to buy land in South Africa.
But they demonized him, didn't they? They
Of
demonized.
course, they used the media, they used the rating agencies because they
Right.
owned them. The rand became so emotional.
Oh my God.
Yes,
They even arrested him.
when people speak about our position in BRICS, they need to understand what the kind of leader we have in South Africa, first of all. And what is he doing in that position? Is he taking advantage of that? Or is he rather siding with the West? Because remember, Ramaphosa was one of the people that were also attacking Zuma when the country needed nuclear power.
My point wasn't that your current leader is a good leader. My point is that you're already in the door. Like, if
Yes,
y'all
we
could
are.
if y'all
But
could
then
get
he's
rid
not
of him
taking
in some
advantage
way.
of that.
I'm saying though, but